sadly, this should not be a Democrat versus a Republican issue, but it turns into that because at the moment of the vote, every senator has to decide, even though most times the legislation you're voting on is not perfect, you have to decide which side of the line you're going to come down on. At the moment of the vote this afternoon, people in that chamber had to decide, is it the invisible hand of big money that's been pulling and pushing and prodding around these halls for the last 4 weeks, or is it the little guy? Our party came down on the side of the little guy, and we're going to stay on that side of the little guy. The small businesses, the community banks, not the big investment banks that have so much money and so much power that sometimes it feels like you're boxing with a really powerful opponent you can't even see. But we saw him today. We saw him today in the vote. And the irony is, I was beginning to feel very optimistic about the process. I was woot. We're having amendments come up from both sides of the aisle. We're having majority votes. Republican amendments are getting accepted. The parties are splitting sometimes on which amendments they support and don't support. It felt like what I always hoped the United States Senate would be. Open, deliberative process and debate and important policy decisions. And then, at the moment of the cloture vote, the wheels came off. And the ugly, ugly, ugly head of partisanship raised its head again. And on a party line vote, basically, the Republicans decided to come down on the side of big money. We will not give up. We will be back tomorrow to fight on the side of the little guy.